are going on a trip to Europe, and I felt like on this trip, I've reached that age where I just kind of want to get to know her better. Who was Mammy before she was, well, Mammy? What was she like when she was younger? What were her dreams? To find out, we had to go to France. You see, Mammy spent most of her teenage years in Rennes, France, before moving to Paris in her 20s. And more than 40 years later, she's back. The town center was unrecognizable, and she was going to have us take a bus to her old apartment until I told her that, actually, there's a metro system here. We walked around her apartment complex where she, her mom, and her 7 other siblings slept on the living room floor together in a 1-bedroom, 1-living-room, 1-kitchen apartment. As she walked around in a daze, she told me stories about her best friend, her neighbors, and the park that she and her siblings used to play at.
Without these lights, this tunnel looks really creepy. This door, but no, this one, that door. Mommy, I need to hurry. I see spiders in here. I'm scared. We're going to Parc des Villageons through a sketchy-ass, colorful graffiti spider tunnel that's creeping me out. Underneath the highway to get to this park that we finally made it. Oh, so scary.
Yeah, they don't have this control.
I mean, I'm sure they don't have this biking lane either.
Remember this door can only still the same.
This door? Look at, there's a highway behind us.
Yeah, they don't have before.
This is the town that my mom and her family were fortunate to settle down in after having escaped the Cambodian genocide and stayed at the Thai refugee camp. She talked about how kind and welcoming the community was. And even until today, as we were trying to find her old school in the sea of newly developed buildings, it wasn't until we came across this old man who had lived in the town since forever if he could point us in the right direction, and he walked us to the school. On the way, he talked about how the town had changed and even how the school had changed and become unrecognizable. Although the town had changed, the kindness of the people hadn't. The next day, we visited the old farmer's market that was close to my mom's old part-time job, and apparently also where she and her best friend tried busking back in the day. She also talked about how, in order to save money, she and her family never really got to eat at the restaurants in the town center. And so, of course, we had to come full circle and have a really nice dinner in our last night at Rennes. I think we tend to take for granted how easy it is to travel nowadays compared to a couple of decades ago. Mammy's dream when she was in her 20s was to travel and go on an adventure. The problem was, it was pretty scary traveling around a foreign country without knowing the language unless you had like a tour guide. But tour guides cost money, and at that time my mom didn't have the money, time, nor anyone to go with. So I said, bet, let's go on an adventure to a place we both don't know, and I can lead us around using the power of modern technology. Mammy wasn't into the music festival as I was, but we were quite interested in the Sardana dance. It was a time of good weather, good vibes, and everything was honestly perfect. To be honest, I was pretty nervous about going on this trip because Mammy and I don't often see eye to eye on a lot of things. We had a lot of hard conversations, a little bit of tears during this trip actually, but I'm glad we were able to achieve one of my secret goals for this trip was for us to get to know each other more, become more understanding and empathetic. We still have a couple of disagreements, and we often agree to disagree, but progress has been made, and that's all I could really ask for. And I look forward to having more of these experiences with Mammy in the future, so as long as time allows. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye! French?
Yeah, and then what happened?
What happened?
Nó cái châu cái book,
Yeah.
cái love story book. Có
Yeah.
chỉ bài học thôi.
Yeah.
Chị cai của chị cai.
Yeah.
Thảo nó boy.
Yeah.
Nó châu.
Yeah.
Thì nó bởi khi lại.
Yeah.
Có tầm collect tầm rồi. Cai chủ mới tu mới lỏng xịt cái.
Oh, really? You actually collect it? Because back then the library not popular, or well, technically in France, a lot of people buy the book and then they sell at the secondhand store.
Library bỏ chứ khổ book trời ơi.
Really? Yeah.
Love story book.
I feel like in Wicco.
Library only you go studying stuff.
Oh, really?
They bỏ chứ còn book còn đứa thôi à.
In Wicco, Ihu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nàng đồ nét thôi.
I don't know, but how you think I watch Harry Potter's like 7 books at the library?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like the library. In Wicco. But anyway, yeah, France. So then you have to go buy it at the secondhand bookstore.
Yeah, nàng bồi xì khâu.
Mm-hmm.
Nàng châu nàng có bồi hồi tóc tân hội yên. Bồi lão cái à? Bồi
Yeah.
xì khâu.
Yeah.
Cái hai tên đi hậu nó nọ khâu.
Yeah.
Rồi nàng châu nọ khâu phải nước bồi.
Mm-hmm.
Xì khâu, bồi tân nọ khâu.
Mm-hmm.
Hả? Nàng thì cái nàng khẩn.
Yeah.
Cái xì khâu á? Khẩn. Thì cái bà hắc cái bồi tân.
Yeah.
Chụp lại kìa.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Nàng bỏ bồi sinh cái sinh các quỷ.
Yeah.
Mà nàng cái thổi phổ quay hạ sinh này.
Yeah. You work.
And I'll collect what I'll like. And then that's why mommy help.
Hoping.
And then my cousin,